Archangel Michael says, the silence you've been feeling around you isn't empty, it's the calm before a spiritual storm. A person you once embraced with full trust is now walking silently with a knife in hand, aiming for what's yours. What they're planning is not ordinary, and if you do not listen carefully to this divine warning, the theft may already be in motion. They smile at you when you arrive, but behind closed doors, they've signed spiritual papers with dark intentions. You offered them your kindness, your home, your energy, and they mistook that grace for weakness. Now they have involved others, and the plan isn't just about betrayal, it's about complete removal of your blessings. Your name was spoken in a hidden room, one where the walls hold secrets and envy lingers like thick smoke. This person has been collecting details about you, waiting for the right hour to present your gifts as their own. But heaven intervenes when darkness schemes, and now that message is being delivered with urgency. Archangel Michael says, the light within you has been disturbing the plans of those who operate in shadows. You weren't meant to find this message accidentally, your soul was guided here because it's time. Someone is using your emotions to blind you from their secret agenda. Type Amen to get blessing 333. They are using your kindness to distract you while legal matters, conversations, and documents are being moved without your knowledge. Their mind has become clouded with greed, and they are determined to take what you hold sacred, even if it means ruining you to get it. They are jealous of your progress, and instead of cheering for you, they've plotted to stop you before the next door opens. You once looked into their eyes and saw loyalty. Now if you look again, you'll feel the emptiness where truth used to be. The person you trusted is using your own words, your own dreams, to build something for themselves. There are things disappearing slowly around you, energy, focus, even physical items. Pay close attention to what's being moved, what's being discussed in corners and calls when you're not around. They are building a silent claim over something that belongs only to you. Type Amen to get blessing 441. You offered them warmth, and now they're trying to burn the very space you made safe. It's not just one person anymore, a few others have been roped in, and your name is being dragged into intentions you never agreed to. This is spiritual theft, disguised as friendship, hidden behind long conversations and shared memories. They envy your ability to rise even after storms. They see your destiny unfolding, and it terrifies them because they know they were never meant to walk beside it. So instead of walking away, they're plotting to take the fruit from a tree they never watered. Archangel Michael says, this battle is not of fists but of energy, vibration, and silent deals made behind veils. Heaven's alarm has gone off because something sacred of yours is at the edge of being snatched. The plans were whispered, the people were chosen, and now the execution begins, but this time, you are being alerted. You've likely felt moments of confusion lately. Moments where your spirit felt drained for no visible reason. That's because they've started tapping into your aura, drawing from it silently. Type Amen to get blessing 598. Do not ignore the sudden loss of things, thoughts, peace, or clarity. The same person who listens to you with care is transferring that information to those who aim to destroy you. They are creating evidence that can be used against you. Words twisted, truths altered. A close friend, or someone you once called family, is presenting your blessings as if it was always theirs. They are trying to shift your favor to themselves. But God watches from above and intervenes before the damage becomes permanent. They have visited a place to inquire about transferring something that has your name on it. It could be a house, a legal right, a contract, or even a spiritual mantle. Heaven sees it all, and now the message has reached you before the transaction completes. There are forces working to confuse your spirit, to make you feel like this is paranoia, like this is not real. But the reason your stomach turns when you see their name is because your soul already knows. They are not standing with you, they are circling you. Type Amen to get blessing 872. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. They know how to wear the right mask. They show tears, support, and praise, but once you turn, the smirk replaces the smile. That moment when you shared your biggest dream? They wrote it down and called it theirs. The enemy did not come as a stranger. The thief did not arrive at night with a weapon. They arrived as someone you hugged, laughed with, and trusted without limits. They now want your keys, literal or spiritual. They have decided it is easier to take from you than to build on their own. They want your peace, your position, your power. But Archangel Michael is stepping in with a sword of justice. He is exposing their plan by stirring your spirit into divine suspicion. Your intuition is the alert siren, it will not lie to you. Type Amen to get blessing 900. You may begin noticing broken communication. They might avoid your eyes or start acting unusually nice. This is the hour when they try to soften your defenses before the final blow. Do not hand over anything right now, not access, not rights, not forgiveness. They are setting a spiritual trap disguised as an apology. They want you distracted while they complete the transfer. The documents are either already written or about to be. They are using your silence as your consent. But this message breaks that silence now. Heaven is placing a shield around what belongs to you. But you must stay alert, check things twice, revisit every decision made recently. Someone has gone to great lengths to erase you from your own picture. Type Amen to get blessing 1777. Their jealousy didn't grow overnight. They've always wanted your life, but they pretended to cheer while hiding their envy. Now that the blessing is near, their mask is slipping. They are even praying against you, pretending to be spiritual while performing rituals to reverse your rise. They use words like concern, help, and protection, but their heart is dark with hidden motive. They may be older, may be female, and may know everything about you, but they no longer deserve that access. Your name has been entered into a false application somewhere. Whether it's financial, legal, or personal, something with your name is being used without your full awareness. You must stay centered because soon a letter or message will confirm this betrayal. They've called your blessing undeserved and believe they can steal it without punishment. But they forgot something powerful: your destiny isn't paper, it's written in divine flame. And flame cannot be stolen, it burns whoever touches it with wrong intention. Type Amen to get blessing 2111. Archangel Michael says, the hourglass has flipped. They thought you'd never know, but the universe does not allow stolen crowns to last. Now, the very trap they set will become the hole they fall into. Stay calm. You do not need to confront them yet, let God rearrange the scene. The divine realm is positioning justice with precision. Those who touched what was yours will see their hands turn cold. They will experience sudden delay, loss, or exposure. They've underestimated the one you walk with. They whispered in shadows, but heaven roars in light. They tried to erase you, but this message seals your name back with power. The storm that is coming is not to destroy you, it is to clean your path. Type Amen to get blessing 2499. Be mindful of every conversation from now. Someone may return to act kind, but they were part of the plan. Discern everything, words, gifts, even sudden offers. You have angels stationed near your name. They have been waiting for this moment to push back the thief. The hand that reached for your inheritance will now be exposed. This message was your spiritual warning. The shift has already begun. Your spirit has been activated to reclaim what was nearly stolen. Stay alert for sudden reversals, they are signs of protection. Do not chase what's leaving, focus on what heaven is preserving. Their time pretending is ending, truth cannot stay hidden anymore. Type Amen to get blessing 3333. The wind is shifting now, and everything hidden will begin to tremble. You will start seeing signs in the physical, small clues, repeating patterns, slips of the tongue. Don't brush it off this time, what you're feeling in your chest is spiritual truth begging to be believed. The person involved in this plot thinks they are ahead. But heaven delayed their steps just long enough for you to read this message. Everything they intended to gain will soon vanish from their grasp. You are being divinely instructed not to engage emotionally. This is a moment for sacred silence and strategic spiritual movement. Let the angels carry the war while you anchor your peace. Your protection is not coming from the people around you but from forces beyond human reach. Even if they use your personal information, they will be stopped at the final step. They may try, but they will never succeed because your name is sealed. Type Amen to get blessing 3901. What they did in darkness is already exposed in heaven. They wanted your blessings without earning the wounds that came with it. They laughed behind your back when you struggled, yet now they want to sit where you've bled. But there is no shortcut to divine glory. They are building a house on your ashes, but it will collapse before it's even furnished. God is flipping the table where they tried to divide your portion. You may feel lonely for a while. That's because betrayal burns bridges and clears space. But this loneliness is not punishment, it's preparation. Your soul is being emptied of every fake alliance. They are being removed one by one, names, faces, masks. This time you won't go through the same cycle again. Type Amen to get blessing 4044. There's a financial thread in this betrayal. Something linked to your name is being eyed by hands that carry silent greed. It could be land, business, inheritance, or recognition, but it's yours and always has been. They've made deals, consulted others, and taken steps. But now those steps are backfiring, and what they signed in secrecy is burning in truth's flame. You will begin to hear whispers of their undoing. The one who used to come to your house, to your room, even drink from your glass, they were always calculating. Not out of hunger, but out of jealousy. They couldn't stand that you were chosen, that your life has divine fingerprints. They weren't sent to love you, they were sent to observe you. But heaven used their own eyes to let them witness your elevation instead. They will choke on their own envy soon. Type Amen to get blessing 4199. Archangel Michael says, keep still, do not react when the truth comes crashing down in public. The same people who plotted your loss will now watch your sudden rise. Let their confusion be their punishment. You're not just being protected, you're being positioned. This exposure is happening because something greater is about to be handed to you. You needed to see who could never go with you. The shaking is necessary. If God didn't allow the betrayal, you would have carried a thief into your next season. Now that they are known, they will be handled. You have cried over this connection. You have defended them even when others warned you. But this time, your heart will heal by seeing the full truth. Type Amen to get blessing 4555. You are no longer blind. The fog is lifting from your soul, and the light is rushing in. They cannot pretend anymore because heaven turned the lights on. Even their energy feels different when they enter a room now. They can't maintain the illusion because your spirit has outgrown deception. They cannot match the vibration you now carry. You were never just lucky, you were always marked. And that mark threatened them. So they plotted, smiled, and watched, but now heaven is watching them. From now, every door they tried to close against you will swing open. Every delay they caused will speed up. Every word they used to curse you will circle back to their own lives. Type Amen to get blessing 4688. They thought no one saw the documents. But God saw. They thought no one heard the conversation. But angels did. They thought your silence meant weakness. But now they'll see what silence born of divine protection really looks like. You will not even have to defend yourself when the exposure happens. The truth will rise on its own and speak louder than your voice ever could. And when it does, their influence will collapse like dust in the wind. They had help. Someone older, someone with authority, joined them in this silent plot. But even they will feel the consequences of playing with your name. You are not standing alone, you are surrounded by divine fire. And that fire has now been lit. They will either run or burn, but they can no longer remain hidden. Type Amen to get blessing 4990. In the next few days, you'll feel divine pressure to clean your surroundings. It won't be about tidying up, it will be about spiritually purging every residue of betrayal. Let the objects, photos, or items they touched be removed. The air is shifting in your space. The light is brighter, your sleep patterns are returning, and your thoughts are clearer. This is because the spiritual grip they had is breaking. You will feel lighter, freer, and more alert. Even your dreams will return, vivid and direct. That's not coincidence, that's confirmation. Heaven is placing a wall between you and those who plotted. It may feel abrupt, even painful, but it's protection at its highest. God is giving you a clean slate without traitors. Type Amen to get blessing 5221. From now on, be cautious with your signature. Don't sign anything without spiritual peace. Even digital agreements, pause and discern. Someone still has one more attempt left. A final move to take what you've built. But this time, they'll fail in front of witnesses. They wanted what you have, but they'll now see what happens when you touch what's holy. Your blessing has a seal they cannot copy. They underestimated the cost of betrayal. They forgot, God counts every tear. And now heaven is returning everything with interest. You're not just getting justice, you're getting overflow. Type Amen to get blessing 5333. What they thought was a quiet theft will now echo through rooms they never wanted. Their names will be whispered not in praise, but in warning. People will distance from them as the truth unfolds. You are entering a season of vindication. And your silence will be your loudest testimony. Those who laughed at your fall will watch your crowning. The pain was real. But now the power is, too. The same hands they tried to bind are now rising to carry purpose. Let them watch. Let them regret. Let them sit in the chaos they created while you walk into divine alignment. Type Amen to get blessing 5777. The path ahead is clean. Your name is restored. Your possessions are protected. What was almost taken is now doubled in your favor. What was nearly signed away has been erased from their hands. What was planned against you has been reversed. Stay calm. Stay steady. Justice has already started its work. This was not an ordinary warning, it was your divine lifeline. And because you received it, everything changes now. You are rising, fully, boldly, without apology. Type Amen to get blessing 6000. The air around you hums louder each dawn, as if creation itself is warning you to stay alert. Every footstep you take feels guided, pulling you toward places where truth waits to be uncovered. Your spirit is more awake than ever, absorbing signals invisibly sent for your protection. Your phone may buzz at odd hours, delivering names you have not thought about in months. These moments are not coincidences but divine breadcrumbs pointing to the hidden network around the betrayer. Follow them with patience, and the entire map of deception will spread open before you. Unexpected memories rise like waves, reminding you of promises they never kept. Those memories are keys, unlocking doors you once shut out of pain, so nothing remains hidden. Each recollection shines a light on one more avenue they tried to use against you. Your energy surges whenever their plan stumbles, sending a clear message that you are still favored. The betrayer feels this surge as pressure, wondering why the ground beneath them trembles. They are beginning to suspect that an unseen force shields everything they meant to steal. Type Amen to get blessing 6222. A new circle of allies is forming around you, people who sense your rising strength without needing details. They arrive with fresh insight, protecting gaps you never knew existed. Accept their presence, for they are gifts of compensation sent to replace the thieves. Your finances will experience an unusual upswing, proving that divine refunds have no earthly limit. The more they try to drain you, the wider heaven opens channels of replenishment. Soon you will wonder why you ever worried about what could be lost. The betrayer's voice will change tone, cracking under the weight of approaching exposure. They will try to mimic sincerity again, hoping to patch the melting mask. But sincerity cannot be rehearsed forever, and fractures will show. They may attempt one final narrative, a rewritten story that paints them as victim. Stand silent, knowing truth stands taller than any crafted tale. Their invented sorrow will dissolve when faced with undeniable facts. Type Amen to get blessing 6455. Nighttime visions will sharpen like crystal, delivering full-color scenes of what occurred in secret. Treat each vision as authenticated evidence from heaven's courtroom. When you awaken, write the scenes down so your conscious mind retains every detail. Your physical space may reveal subtle shifts, papers out of place, locks that feel lighter, cupboards half closed. These shifts confirm that spiritual warfare often echoes through physical symbols. Respond by cleansing your home with calm authority, sealing every corner with spoken light. Their associates will experience friction, growing tired of half-truths and escalating lies. The chain that bound them together will snap, causing internal discord among those who plotted. One by one, their unity will collapse into mutual distrust. Documents forged against you will misprint, files will corrupt, and signatures will blur mysteriously. No system can override the code of divine justice woven into your destiny. Technical errors will become prophetic signs that heaven's firewall cannot be breached. Type Amen to get blessing 6677. You will notice songs, numbers, and street names repeating wherever you go. These repetitions are heavenly codes whispering, all is under control. Smile when you see them, and let your heart rest. Your sleep will deepen, free from the restless energy they projected. Dreamless hours will restore the reservoirs of courage drained by years of silent battles. Morning will taste like liberation on your tongue. The betrayer will encounter mirrors they cannot avoid, faces of people who know fragments of the truth. Every conversation becomes a maze for them, each exit blocked by consequence. Their own words will start exposing them, carrying the vibration of guilt. A rumor will circulate soon, but this rumor will favor you instead of harm you. The same pipes that carried poison will now deliver medicine. Your reputation will bloom brighter through the very network intended to stain it. Type Amen to get blessing 6899. You will discover forgotten notes, drafts, or sketches you made in a season of hope. Dusting them off will reignite dormant projects that now align perfectly with unfolding opportunities. The betrayer never touched these treasures, so they remain pure and potent. A contract you once hesitated to sign will reappear with improved terms. What delayed earlier was strategic. Heaven timed the release for after imposters were removed. Accept the new terms without fear, knowing the timing is flawless. Your body may vibrate lightly in moments of stillness, signaling frequency elevation. Do not resist this sensation. It is spiritual armor being tailored to your aura. Higher frequency means lower influence from those anchored in deceit. Family members or longtime friends will sense your shift and express sudden concern. Discern their hearts gently, accepting love while maintaining boundaries forged in wisdom. You have changed frequencies, and not everyone can tune into your new channel. Type Amen to get blessing 7123. Resources will flow from unexpected sources, covering bills, projects, and dreams. Provision arriving after betrayal testifies that your wellspring was never human-dependent. Celebrate each arrival as proof of covenant, not coincidence. You will meet mentors who carry experience you require for the next elevation. Their words will resonate like familiar chords, confirming you were always meant to collaborate. These alliances are strategically timed, escorting you into new corridors of influence. The betrayer's footsteps will slow as doors close faster than they can knock. Opportunities will recoil from them, detecting the residue of dishonor. They will taste isolation, the very chill they wished upon you. Your laughter will return in fuller echoes, rolling like thunder across valleys of past sorrow. Joy will become a weapon, cracking chains still lingering in corners of memory. Every hearty laugh will rewrite the narrative of loss into a symphony of triumph. Type Amen to get blessing 7344. Legal matters will pivot suddenly, tipping scales in your favor without lengthy battles. Clerical eyes will spot inconsistencies planted by the betrayer, voiding their claims. Justice can move swiftly when the gavel is guided by heavenly hands. Community spaces you frequent will start to feel lighter, cleansed from hidden hostility. Your presence now carries authority that repels any whisper of sabotage. Even walls seem to relax when your feet cross the threshold. There will be an urge to revisit past journals, letters, or voice notes. Each revisit will uncover wisdom seeds you planted for a future you finally occupy. Past you prophesied current you, and the alignment is breathtaking. You might feel tugged to share fragments of your journey publicly. Your testimony will ignite hope in silent sufferers who sense similar betrayals. Speak carefully, and light will spread like dawn across unseen hearts. Type Amen to get blessing 7566. As weeks proceed, old habits tied to survival will fall away effortlessly. Where you once anticipated betrayal, you will now expect blessing. Mindsets forged in scarcity will dissolve, replaced by covenant confidence. Your wardrobe, decor, and even color choices may shift, mirroring internal renewal. This metamorphosis signals to the spiritual realm that you are no longer wearing grief. Honor the urge to refresh, it is prophecy expressed through aesthetics. Timing will surprise you. Arrivals matching departures like choreographed dance. Synchronicity will be the new normal, evidence of untouched destiny unfolding. Serendipity will feel like breathing. The betrayer will attempt a humble return, cloaked in regret that tastes rehearsed. Their apology will lack resonance because it springs from exposure, not conviction. Extend forgiveness for your own release, yet keep doors securely latched. Type Amen to get blessing 7788. Midnight thoughts will no longer wander in worry, they will settle in serene expectancy. You are divorcing anxiety, marrying assurance. Peace will cradle your head like velvet night sky. Feathers, coins, or sudden fragrances may appear, gentle notes from unseen guardians. Treat them as love letters confirming you are watched and kept. Gratitude will multiply such gentle signs. Creative ideas will avalanche, as if a dam burst behind your forehead. Capture them quickly, for they are divine blueprints ready for manifestation. Seeds planted now will sprout faster than seasons typically allow. Travel doors will open, guiding your feet to cities where new chapters wait. Each journey will unroll like parchment, showing pathways the betrayer never imagined. Movement clears remnants of stale energy, dusting windows of perception. Type Amen to get blessing 7999. Your health will respond positively, muscles relaxing, heartbeat steady. Stress once tethered to suspicion evaporates like morning haze. Vitality returns because peace is potent medicine. Small celebrations will mark milestones the betrayer tried to erase. Light candles, play music, share smiles with genuine souls. Honoring progress anchors it firmly in memory. Multiple streams of income will emerge, confirming you are not limited to one field. Diversification becomes divine strategy, spreading blessing across varied soil. No single thief can sabotage a harvest distributed in many gardens. Legacy whispers louder now, urging you to document wisdom for future generations. Your life becomes curriculum teaching resilience, discernment, and restoration. Pages written today will mentor readers you may never meet. Type Amen to get blessing 8211.